And I hate that for you. But listen, you stop talking or things could be even worse.
One hired? Just talk to some lawyers?
Whoa, right from the jump, Judge isn't wasting time. You can tell she's testing whether this defendant's been proactive or just making excuses. Quick reminder, in most courts, failing to hire an attorney after multiple warnings looks really bad, especially when you've had weeks to do it.
No, that's not what I told you, because I never say that. I told you to either try to get a job. I told you to talk to 3 attorneys because they charge different amounts, and that if you did all of that, then I would consider your options. But I never say I'm going to give you a court-appointed attorney, so that's not what I told you.
I already talked to the attorney before.
Okay.
And the last time I was on her one, he was from Orange, and he wanted the Beaumont one.
Okay, so did you try to call some Beaumont lawyers?
He referred me to somebody else, and he was trying to charge me like a lot of money.
Who?
I'm not sure his name or something.
So you've been coming here for a long time. You know what I want. I want to know the names of who you've talked to.
His name was
Why didn't you just write it down? If I test you this morning, you can have something in your system? Have a seat in the jury box. Let's make sure.
And there it is, the courtroom equivalent of a MIC drop, testing positive for 4 different substances while out on bond. That's an instant violation. The judge just hit him with a $100,000 bond per case, and trust me, that's her polite way of saying, you're not walking out today.
Please. So, Mr. Jackson, you tested positive for THC, methamphetamines, amphetamines, and ecstasy. Obviously, that is a violation of your bond conditions to be using any type of illegal substances. In cause numbers 24-0706, 0707, and 1170, find that you violated the conditions of your bond. I'm going to raise your bond in each of those cases to $100,000 in each case. Condition of that bond, if you make it in each case, is that you wear a drug patch at all times. You can go back with the bailiff.
All right, Mr. Coleman.
I'll be brief, Judge. The defendant is here through his own actions, and if that has a negative impact on his licensing, then it's because of his own fault. The state's recommendation is based on the defendant's criminal history and the nature of the offense, the nature of leaving this infant child in a car that reeked of marijuana. And that's really all I have.
If I can just respond briefly, it seems like that obviously he's got to support the family, and that's in the child's interest that he maintain employment, that he's able to support the family. So,
Do you have regular drug testing with your job?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you pass a test today?
No, no.
Why not?
I figured we were going to get probation, so we were going to stop. We stopped last Friday.
Okay, audience, pause for a second. If your job tests for drugs, and you know you have court coming up, why would you keep smoking? Drop your thoughts below. Is this bad judgment or just addiction taking over?
So you're on.
what would you be dirty?
Marijuana.
It's not that's it, right? It's just not that's it. You have how many prior marijuana-related offenses? There was marijuana smell with the baby in the car, with you and your baby's mother. You're here thinking, yep, she's just going to give me probation, so we'll start a week before. Stop smoking when you shouldn't have been smoking the whole time. Like, that is the craziest thought process. So all this talk about your job and how important it is, what if they drug test you?
That right there is the heart of what judges see every day. Not evil people, but but broken decision making. And when she says something's wrong with how you're thinking, she's not being mean. She's diagnosing the real problem, mindset, not just behavior.
It must not be that important to you.
It is not.
It's not. Clearly, it's not. Taking care of your family is clearly not a priority if you're still smoking marijuana, knowing that you could lose your job, knowing that you could go to prison. Then there's something wrong with how you're thinking. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Have a seat in the jury box and I'll think about it. I'm going to hold the other one for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'll think about them and take care of it in just a minute.
I'm gonna step back.
Because it's the same issue. He said they did quit a week ago. Miss Allen, come have a seat up here in the jury box as well.
I'm gonna step back next to you.
And not next to each other. So, Mr. Casey, again, we've already gone over what you were here for, what you pled guilty to. You've told me I'm not going to worry about getting a test, that you would test positive for smoking marijuana after all of the things that I've read and seen in your pre-sentence report. I am willing to follow this probation, but there are going to be some conditions that were not anticipated today. And the only, I want you to know, as I'm saying what those are, it's the only way I'm going to follow the agreement.
Important note, this isn't a prison sentence. It's called ISF, Intermediate Sanction Facility, basically a 90-day wake-up call. Think of it as rehab meets boot camp. The judge is giving him one last structured shot at turning things around instead of just locking him up.
And give you probation. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I am going to give you the opportunity on a deferred probation because I want you to be able to work and provide. So I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 5 years. I'm going to order a fine in the amount of $1,000. I'm also going to order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF program, the cognitive track of ISF. That means you're going into custody today. It's a 90-day program. That is to help you make better thinking decisions. And when you are released, you are going to be required to enter and successfully complete the JCDI program for drug treatment, because obviously you need help with two different things in order to be successful in the future. This is what I'm doing, period.
Please.
Nope, there's no please. Same thing's happening to her. So
What?
y'all need to stop. And you need to calm down because y'all are the ones that made.
Powerful moment, accountability in real time. The judge isn't shaming, she's forcing self-reflection. And honestly, this clip hits harder because you can see that frustration, not just in her tone, but in how much she wants them to succeed. What do you think? Is this tough love or just tough luck? Comment below.
The decisions that you made that make absolutely zero sense. And so the only way that I feel comfortable with you being out on probation and possibly getting your child back is that you go through and get some kind of treatment so that you make better decisions and so that you'll stop smoking marijuana a week before court. Nope, there's no raising your hand. I'm not going. Well, then you'll have to get another one when you get out. And I hate that for you. But that, listen, you stop talking or things could be even worse. Listen, I'm not doing this to you. Y'all did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. I didn't do this. So there's no, I'm sorry for doing this to you. I'm giving you what I think is your best possible situation to be able to be successful. All right? So again, you're ordered to the ISO. And here's the thing. You've got the deferred probation. This is a program to help you do better. When you get out, you're still on a deferred probation. You don't have a felony conviction on your record. You're going to be able to be successful. And if you are, the case gets dismissed at the end and you don't have the felony conviction.